Taste Daily. Taste the Daily.
Holidays nale adu namma GT Holidays da, South India's #1 travel brand.
Hello Meenakshi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? How have you been?
Good.
You're getting your 6 hours of sleep?
Trying to, yes.
Super. What are you reading now?
Now I just started reading this book called The Art of Being Alone. It's not what it sounds like, but
Okay.
it's actually very good. So it's about how there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And you know how a lot of us try and escape our own company. Whereas if you can make yourself your own best friend, I think that's the best thing you can do and not seek anything from outside. So whatever comes is a bonus. But having to accept yourself for who you are, becoming your own friend and your cheerleader is, I think, something that all of us need to learn.
Hey, nice. Why did you want to read that book?
I don't know, I just was roaming around at the airport one of the days when my flight got delayed, and I just went to the bookstore as I always do. And I just came across this, and the title looked very interesting. You know, why would somebody want to know the art of being alone? Wouldn't we want to have a companion? Wouldn't we want to just have as many people around us as much? But that is precisely why I picked it up, and it made me realize it's so much more than just what we think.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are here to talk about Sankrathiki Vasthunnam now. What's a festival that you used to be very excited about and used to look forward to as a child, or do you still do that?
Yeah, I think as a kid, I've always enjoyed Holi and Diwali. Holi only because my friends would have colors, we'd have water balloons, and it just seems like a fun festival, especially for kids. So I've always enjoyed that. And apart from that, Diwali, because that is one festival that my dad made sure that he was always coming home on a chutti wherever he was posted. So if it was with us, it's great. If he was posted somewhere outside, every Diwali he would make sure that he would come home and celebrate it with us. So I think I've had some really beautiful memories because of that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You're familiar with Sankranti and the importance it has in Telugu culture?
Yeah, I do. In fact, my dad was posted in Secunderabad for a brief period long back when I was a kid. So I remember how big this festival is here, and all the kites everywhere. The sky is filled with kites, and it's such a nice time. I've always enjoyed that. Obviously, being like the younger one of the entire lot, I was never given to fly the kite, but hold that dory. What do you call that?
Yeah.
But I've had some great memories even in that, and the food and everything else.
What's your favorite Telugu food?
My favorite Telugu food, okay, I don't know if people will judge me for that, but
Why will people judge you? No.
Because it's a sweet. It's that gajuka, what do you call
Kajikai.
that? Yes. I love that.
Nice.
That. Yeah, because we have something similar in our space.
What's that?
It's called gujia.
Okay, so very similar.
Very similar. And
See,
I love that.
What I like about India is, even though we have different names and stuff,
Correct.
there are a lot of parallels.
A lot.
Lot
actually.
of parallels.
Yes.
So that I find that to be
Absolutely. That's the beauty, you know. We're all like, there's an amalgamation. So it's like always somehow mixed. It's different, but it's same.
Yeah, so Sankranti is called like Lori.
Lori, yes.
Back up there, right?
Yes.
So what's the difference exactly? Is there any difference?
There we have like a big bonfire that will be there, basically marking like, like a winter coming to an end of sorts.
We do that here also. It's called Bogi.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first day of Sankranti.
Sankranti, yes. So that is what we celebrate there as Lori.
Oh, okay.
And there's lots of sweets and everything running around. And because it's so cold there, so it's always fun to have like something warm and singing songs, getting together, all of that. So it's a very nice experience.
Nice. You still get to did you celebrate Diwali? You
Yes.
had a release.
I know.
Right?
So my family flew down this time because I was busy promoting, and the release happened exactly on the day of Diwali. So they came to Hyderabad and I had some nice time with them. So it was a great Diwali.
What are your plans for this Sankranti?
Sankranti again, promoting, coming to theatres. And ante, I think Telugu states lo, it's like the best part is Sankranti and cinema go hand in hand.
Exactly.
Which is the best thing. And I've not seen this anywhere else. So the love they have. So I think our industry is also chala excited. This is the time when everybody fights to have a date of Sankranti release, you know. So rightly so. I think I understand the craze why.
Superb. How was this experience? You're familiar with Anil Ravipudi, right? So his
I have
films
seen, yeah.
What films did you see?
I saw F2.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see a lot of other work, but I saw F2, and that was again, Sir was in it. So when they said it's Venki Anil 3, I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't see F3, but I was very excited, pretty excited. In the country, I think Sir's comic timing and of course Anil Ravipudi Sir's way of writing and way of pulling off comedy is very unique and different to him. So I wanted to be a part, and also because I wanted to do comedy for some time. I wanted to be a part of a script which is comedy, and I was looking for a script like that. And also on top of that, I wanted to play a cop role, and on top of that, I wanted to do action.
Everything came together for one film. So that's very cool. Yeah.
It was a no-brainer for me to say, yeah, yes, like I jumped right onto this when I got it. So
I was just sitting with Mr. Anil, and he was recalling some of his past incidents about narrations gone wrong and all.
Yeah.
He's such a fun guy.
He is.
Like, you know, he mimics people so well.
Yeah.
He recalls incidents and he acts and shows, right?
Correct.
So what was the vibe on set like?
Same, Alak. It was like the best part about having somebody who's thinking, dreaming, making comedy is that life looks like that.
Yeah.
You're looking for comedy to happen at every point in time. I remember there was this one location we were shooting in Pollachi, and he's like, hey, this was not in the script. It's like, hey, this location looks good. You know what? Let's just create a scene out of this.
Okay.
Because, so he's like that spontaneous. And there was something which was looking funny, so he would just add that. So it's a continuous trial and error and 24/7 thinking of comedy and all of that. So it's not an easy thing at all. So I think he's just truly gifted, and of course he works very hard at it as well. So it just falls in place all beautifully.
I really like the way you said that he's someone who looks at life and world as a comedy.
Correct.
It's very difficult because we tend to take our lives so seriously, right? What kind of a person are you?
Me, I think I'm a mix of everything. As in, I'm somebody who's I'm a deep thinker. Like I'll keep like into that space. I love reading. I love having my own space. But I also like to have company of people that I resonate with. Right. And I also love to travel. I feel like there's so much more that needs to be explored, and you don't know things about yourself till the time you explore those. And I've learned so much about my own thing that I didn't know I could do comedy, and it comes this naturally to me. Like I always had that thing, but it's with friends. I never knew I could do it on screen. So I think through this I discovered another side of me, and it was actually a fun experience.
Nice. How would he act and show you guys?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a fantastic actor as well. I mean, of course, he's a great director, but he's a great actor. Like a lot of the times I would be like, I'm not able to get this right. How do I do it? He's actually going to show it to me, and he's going to, do the whole thing for me to understand. So as an actor, it's so easy for me to pull off what he wants because he knows exactly what he wants. Okay. So I have it so easy to give him what he wants because he knows that. He has that clarity. And as an actor, it's a blessing, especially in a space like comedy.
How did he narrate the script to you?
My God, I was laughing when he was narrating the script to me. It
sound
happened
effects
in the office.
And all?
Like he was just describing the whole scene, and because I have a very I visualize whatever is happening. It looked so funny. It sounded so funny, and the best part, when we were shooting for it, I was again feeling the same excitement when we were shooting and laughing so much as if I heard it for the first time, So that is the beauty. Like it was so much fun on set when I heard. So there was never any sense of boredom.
Nice.
And when you know the jokes, when you know it's going to land like this, you will get bored or you will not have the same reaction, right? But every time I watch it, I'm laughing. Nice. So that's a great thing,
And you dubbed for yourself.
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was the first time I did that because I saw a lot of my fans and a lot of people who were like, we want to hear your voice and we want you to dub and all of that. And I was like, why not? I was always very scared that what if people make fun of my accent and all of that. But, I was like, it's always better to start somewhere. And you'll never be perfect at it. It's an ongoing process. Might as well just start off. And what better space than doing it in comedy? Because in comedy, it's okay.
Even if you mess up, it might be funny.
Correct.
The intention is
exactly.
met.
So I feel like if it was something very serious, it would not be the same thing. So however, in this one, I had that opportunity. So I felt like, why not try it?
Nice. And I can say this, I can vouch for this, that as Telugu people, like we don't go for perfection.
Correct.
Like if we see effort, we'll appreciate it.
And I love that, which is why I was like, it's about putting in the efforts that I will do 100%.
Yeah.
And it's about them receiving it so beautifully. And I love that. I'm so grateful I get to work in this industry.
Was it difficult? Like, did you get some dialect training, something?
So
Who was
Anil
guiding
sir was
you?
there. Anil sir was there
okay.
throughout, and he was exactly telling me word to word how to say it, and I was saying it exactly like that. So we tried to do it to the best of our abilities, and this is my first time, so I'm actually very excited to hear it in my own voice. I mean,
Nice.
nothing can replace that.
Yeah. See, Anil's characters, they are very quirky, a bit
Correct.
over the top. They're not realistic, okay?
Correct.
To me, I keep telling all my friends that his film Raja the Great,
Yeah.
which I think you should check it out. It's a very
Okay.
fun film.
Okay.
I see that film as like the closest a Tinkle live adaptation will look like.
Okay.
Like, so I know that whatever is happening, it won't happen in reality.
Correct.
But I believe it because it's looking like a fairy tale. It's looking like one of those comic adaptations. So his characters tend to be,
Correct.
a notch,
Correct.
a notch or two higher. So how did you approach your character? How is your character going to be?
I think the best part about this thing is that a tragedy is turned into comedy. It's basically,
Okay.
it's a serious situation, but the situation is so funny that you have nothing else but to laugh at it. Like it's that.
Absurdity in a way?
Correct. I mean, yeah, it is. And my character is a Papam. She's such a serious, such a no-nonsense person, and she's stuck in this whole situation, and she's no idea what to do with it, but she has to do it because that's her work. Like it's so crazy when you think of it in those lines, and she's just trying to keep up with it, and that's another crazy character in the film.
Aishwarya Rajesh.
Yeah,
Okay,
and this
okay.
is another crazy character in the film. There's one Chinna Pilla cutie in the film, which is another crazy character in the film called Bulraju.
Okay.
And it's just so much fun. Every character comes together and it just, blends it so well. So even if my character is serious, the situation is so funny that it becomes funny.
So you are the least crazy character in the film?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Actually, if you look at it that way.
Okay, how would it be? Because Doctor, when Sivakarthikeyan was doing Doctor,
Yeah.
in which he is supposed to be very
Correct,
serious,
correct.
but everybody around
And
him
him
were
is funny.
were
That's
weirdos.
basically
So,
this.
so he said that it would be very difficult for him to
Control the
control
laughter.
laughter or
Yeah.
like I'm in the middle of this and I'm seeing all this absurdity.
Yeah.
And if you've seen Doctor, a lot of absurd.
Correct.
People keep doing absurd things, but he
Correct.
had to be what
Correct.
do you call poker faced.
Correct.
So how did you manage that? Was it fun?
It was, but it was difficult, like you said, like just trying to control your laughter because you know exactly what she's going to say, you know exactly what his reaction is going to be, but I have to be like all serious. So I don't know if in the making BTS video also we showcase some, it was just so much of laughter on set, even while we're doing
Super.
serious things. So it was a fun experience.
So is this like the most chillest set you have ever been on, or compared to
Yeah.
other sets? Because
Yeah.
we hear that sets tend to be very serious and
Pretty
chaotic,
serious.
right?
Yeah.
How was
yeah.
this?
It's
one like?
chaos always. That's something
Chaos
that is a
is-
given.
chaos
When
remains
there are more
unchanged.
than 2-3 people, it's always going to be chaos. That's a given. But definitely because the script was such, the vibe on set was such, and people around had to like think and laugh and just be jovial. It was always a very lively space to be in.
Beautiful.
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
So what was like? You had a great success in the form of Lucky Bhaskar,
Right.
And then the next two films they didn't
Right.
pan out very well. So what was your observation? Like, why did one film work so well? Why did the other films didn't do so well? What did you observe?
I think there could be various factors, yeah, for something working and something not working. And more often than not, it's actually something which is variable. There's no fixed pattern. Because if
Right.
it was, why would somebody commit it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because there is no fixed pattern to what works, what doesn't. It's a constant process of trial and error. And as an artist or being in a creative field, I think that's one liberty that you get, knowing that there is going to be another film where you could prove that or probably avoid that or do something different from what you did last time. So that is what I love about cinema. The whole intention is to make everything work that you're a part of. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it'll not. But that is also part and parcel of life. So instead of shaming away from that, you accept it and you grow from that. I think that's a bigger space to be in.
Right.
And where else will you get that opportunity? Success definitely won't help you learn something new, but your failure will. And you'll be more mindful of what didn't work out, so you will not do those things. Rather than knowing what works, now you're confused what to do next in life. So I think it is a great grounding barometer for you to understand professional decisions that I make as an actor, and also to just keep learning and evolving. So it's a continuous process. So I don't really take it differently. I just take it as it is.
Superb.
Yeah.
Jan 14 Sankranthiki Vasthunnam. What can we expect?
Craziness, lots of laughter, lots of liveliness. It's a clean family entertainer. So with family, definitely you'll have fun. Even if it gets serious at some point, it'll become funny again. So there's never like a dull moment. It's like you'll be laughing even in tragedy, you'll be laughing even in comedy. And that's the beauty of this film. And it's coming on a very, very happy time. So
Happy time.
Yes.
Favorite time of the year. And I really like how happy you are while you are talking about the film.
Yeah, I've never been so crazy in promotions, dressing up as a, like it's so...
Yeah, you did that thing, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm really enjoying the whole process of promotions as well, A lot of the times, I enjoy giving interviews as well. But I'm saying sometimes it becomes the same thing. So to break away from that routine, it's nice to sometimes just do something completely wacky.
Superb.
yeah.
Can't wait for that wacky experience. And happy Sankranti in advance.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the time and all the very best for the film.
Thank you.
Taste Daily. Taste the Daily.
Holidays nale adu namma GT Holidays da, South India's #1 travel brand.